Today in Grow a Garden in Roblox, there are 4 different ways you can farm enchanted chests to acquire the Phoenix pet. Some of them are great for active grinding, some of them are amazing for AFK overnight grinding. If this sounds interesting to you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, become part of the first 300k OGs on the channel, and let's get into the video. So in previous videos, I have showed you many methods for farming in this game. On the channel right now, there are 2 videos. This one here with the pots, this is about acquiring fairy jars. The fastest way to acquire fairy jars, it's quite fast. And then this one over here is a great way for farming chests in this game infinitely at a very clip pace. And by a very clip pace, I mean very quick pace. English is hard. But now I've discovered that there are a grand total of 4 different ways to do this, and you might want to know all 4 if you're going to be farming for these chests as efficiently and as quickly as possible. The first method is the crafting method that I went over in the last video. You can craft one of these every 30 minutes for only 6,000 fairy points. And then you take Pachycephalosauruses to give you double procs. Right now, I'm currently aging up my Pachycephalosauruses. I'm at about a 60 to 70% chance to get a double proc, which means soon I'll be at about a 100% chance to get 2 chests instead of 1 chest every 30 minutes. Now there's ways to speed up crafting. Hamsters are just okay. I would focus on the Pachycephalosaurus giving you that double proc for 2 chests. That's the first way to acquire chests. The second way to acquire chests is to actually finish up your garden guide. And the garden guide for this is actually not that hard, but we've been given a special garden guide achievement system called the mini achievements. Complete the achievements in each set to earn their unique rewards. It looks like the developers are giving us achievements every time we get a new expansion or a new update, which is totally cool and very fine with me. So the first one is the fairy events achievement. Rewards a fairy fence, 5 enchanted chests, a pet shard, and a wish fountain. Now, these achievements aren't too hard to do. They mostly are revolving around opening up your eggs, etc. One of them is a bit of a pain, and I'm pointing it out to you now, and it's crafting glimmering sprays. These take 15 minutes to craft, so this is going to take a little bit of time. However, if you have Pachycephalosauruses, you get 2 crafts sometimes, and those 2 crafts do count. It's not the act of crafting that you're trying to do, it's the receiving of the glimmering spray. So Pachycephalosaurus will help here. Aside from that, harvesting glimmering plants, crafting some stuff, hatching a few things, and then obtaining one of each pet. Remember, the obtaining quests doesn't mean you have to hatch them, it means you have to obtain them, which means you can trade for them or gift them from your alt to your remain, etc. to activate those quests. Now let's go take a look at the other methods of acquiring chests. Let's jump into the world because we only have about 3 minutes left on this. If we go into here and you walk straight ahead, you have our lovely fairy. And this fairy has a shop, and the shop contains the chests. This we knew, but the problem we've all discovered is that what are you selling? Well, our lovely guy is selling enchanted chests at 25,000 fairy points a piece. Wait, hold it, stop. Everyone pay attention right now, guys. This is Editor Crow after I finished making this video because the developers just dropped a buff. The enchanted chest no longer costs 25,000 coins or fairy points. It now costs only 15,000 fairy points. That is a significant buff, making the enchanted chest much easier to follow. So for the rest of this video, always remember, you'll see 25,000 points. You'll hear me mention 25,000 points, but the truth is, it's only 15,000 points. Let's get back to the video now, which is 2 full revolutions through the fountain, all 5 levels. That's 10 levels to the fountain to get 25 points or 25,000 points. It's an okay method of doing this, but usually it's the restock cooldown that's our limiting factor. I think it's going to be the fairy points. That's our limiting factor. So this is the active way of acquiring chests. I'm now down to 36,000 points. I want to save those points for doing the crafting because I find the crafting to be a bit more efficient than spending it here unless you're actively grinding fairy points. There is another way. There is a 4th way. And I didn't know about this 4th way, but I want to help you. Check this out. Look over his head. What do you see? Fairy jars submitted. So I thought the fairy jars weren't going to be much of a currency because I'm looking around through all these shops. How much time do I have here? Not much time. Gotta be quick. I've been looking around all these shops and it seems like the fairy jars are used to open up levels, and then after that, they don't have a currency purpose, right? Even the enchanted eggs and things like that are supposed to be taken when they're in stock fairy points. But then I found out you can hand in fairy jars to this guy. You want to see what happens when we do it? Watch this, watch this, watch this. Let me see where it is. Submit all fairy jars. Enchanted chest reward. I submitted 100 fairy jars and got an enchanted chest reward. Isn't that something? Isn't that kind of cool? Do you know what this means? This means you can AFK overnight farm enchanted chests above and beyond what we've been capable up until this point. Now, I've also been jumping around the map. And by jumping around the map, I come over here and I grab these pink little orbs. And the pink orbs seem to have rewards in them. I've gotten eggs, I've gotten crates, but I don't know if I've gotten a chest from them. If anybody has gotten a chest from doing those jumping around obby rewards, comment down below and let me know if you remember getting a chest. I remember getting reclaimers. I remember getting nets, fairy nets. I remember getting eggs. I remember getting crates. I remember getting seed packs, but I don't remember getting enchanted chests. If you have one, if you can confirm it for me, comment down below and let me know, because that could be another method of acquiring chests in this game. So let me go and tell you what I'm about to do and what I'm about to set up. As you can see, so far I've captured only 300 fairies, though this should allow me to acquire something kind of important. Where's the cosmetic? Let's see. How much time do I have? Hold on, 54 seconds? Okay, I'm gonna do this really quick. There is an item in this game you might want to acquire. I believe it's a cosmetic. Come over here to the cosmetic guy. What are you selling? Double check. Is it here? There it is, the Wisp Well. This thing is used with the Wisp to age up your pets. So it might be worth grabbing 8,000,006. I'm grabbing it. I'm grabbing one. Now, I don't know if you need one well per Wisp or if all the Wisps can go in the well. I'm going to find that out in a future video. But the Wisps level up pets kind of like a blood owl, and they might scale better. I'm waiting for the pet calculator to give us that information. So this is a little tip for you. Grab your well at 300 fairies captured. Grab at least one, maybe more. I'll let you know more in the future when I have more future information. So let's go back to the surface and let me tell you what's going on here. I had put out all my Pachycephalosauruses, and this was allowing me to double my crafting. And what I had been doing for the past 10 minutes was I was crafting up here fairy nets. And with the Pachycephalosaurus, it was helping me craft them faster. I am now sitting on quite a lot of these things. Let me grab my nets here. I'm sitting on 1,121 fairy nets. Can you see what's about to happen here? Just like I demonstrated in this video, it is possible with an auto-clicking piece of software, and there's lots of them out there, to farm fairies quite efficiently right beside the fairy tree. You sit here and you click and you pick up every fairy at the beginning of every hour. I believe I acquire more than 100 fairies. I think it's close to like 120 or 130 fairies just standing here clicking the entire hour. And what you do is you wake up in the morning, you stretch, you come into your computer, you take a look. Oh, wow, I'm sitting on more than 1,000 fairy jars. One, this will help you unlock all the rewards in the future. And even more importantly, two, you can turn in all of those in increments of 100 for an enchanted chest. That could be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 enchanted chests extra bonus overnight while you're not actively playing. When you're actively playing, you want to be doing this, you're crafting, keeping that going. You want to be grinding your garden to do the Fountain of Power to get as many fairy points as you can, and then you can go into the fairy world, talk to the shop guy, buy it from his shop, go through all your fairy points, then overnight use your nets to get fairies for free, which means you're also going to want to craft your ingredients here for the fairy net. But luckily, the fairy net ingredients are really easy and it only has a 30-second cooldown. So being able to farm up to 1,000+ nets should not take you more than a few minutes, maybe 10, 15 minutes tops. And then you'll be able to AFK overnight the entire time to get even more fairies while you sleep. There are so many ways to farm the enchanted chest in this game, and yet it still is not as fast as how we farmed the corrupted kitsune and how we farmed many of the pets in this game. So hopefully this video was useful to you. Hopefully it was valuable to you. If it was, go ahead and hit subscribe. Become part of the first 300K OGs on the channel. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching.